1 year before what is described today as the biggest sporting event that will be staged in two countries in July and August next year. After 2.5 years of global health pandemic, it's really time for the people to get united, and definitely the Women's World Cup 23 gives opportunity of family to come together, but also people who have been restricted from traveling over the past 2.5 years to be able to come together and experience what will be the most vibrant in terms of cultural diversity, but also in terms of greatness. And the idea is really to take the competition beyond greatness.
You've answered my next question. I was going to ask, how are we going to take the tournament beyond greatness?
Well, by investing in women football, and FIFA has already shown the way by putting $1 billion over the past 4 years to grow the women's game. By also building this kind of pitch that will be a legacy for the FIFA Women's World Cup 23 in all the host cities. By engaging local communities, by also inciting the government to put more money on upgrading the facilities that exist, because we've seen immediately after the World Cup the number of young girls who register for playing is multiplied by 2, by 3 compared to the year without the World Cup. And it's a good opportunity also when they come on board to play football that they find that they have adequate facilities to welcome them. It's going to be a big legacy for the country, and we've experienced in France, but also in back in 2018 in Russia, that in terms of economic growth, the World Cup brings together many opportunities. People, when they love the country during the World Cup, they will come back separately after the World Cup with their families, and because they want to visit the country, they want to know, interact more with the communities. They want also to discover a new culture, and I think that the level of curiosity among the people who are coming as football fans will be shown in terms of figure of the number of tourists that will come in the country after the World Cup.
Just missed a great goal behind
Yes.
you. Apologies. So final question from me. It's 1 year into the World Cup now, but what do you want to see in the host countries a year after the World Cup and beyond?
Well, plenty of pitches like this across the country, but also huge investment in terms of legacy on football, on grassroots football. We have seen already here in Australia that Football Australia has invested a great deal of energy, but also of fund in order to develop grassroots football, to support the very ambitious plans of FIFA to reach 60 million women players registered by 2026. We are a bit far from this figure, but we would like to say the Women's World Cup here and in New Zealand as a unique opportunity really to amplify the messaging that yes, football is definitely the real sport, and it's the biggest amplifier and by far one of the biggest unifier and equalizer in terms of possibilities to empower women through sports.